Slowly, Helena's putting ankle surgery behind her. But beneath her is something harder to ignore. Bare floors.
It's cold. It's really, really cold, and it's painful.
But it's much warmer on the other side of the world, where the man she paid to put in underfloor heating and wooden flooring took off to.
I don't know how he's sleeping at night. Honestly, it's so bad when you can take money and forget about people and forget about what you promised and what you said.
We are used to trust people, and if you ask a question, you expect a honest answer.
So where in the world is Stephen McEwen now?
The number you have called is not currently active or is invalid.
Strip the story back to when Auckland couple Helena and Arthur started renovating.
We painted the roof. We painted the ceilings. We painted the walls.
And kissing the carpet goodbye for a better-looking wooden floor covering the living area, bedrooms, the lot.
We wanted to have a fresher-looking house.
They visited different flooring stores, but then saw a local ad on Facebook from a Stephen McEwen saying he'd been in the industry for more than 30 years.
It was a whole package. We did wanted to go with another company, and he was so convincing when we discussed and asked about underfloor carbon heating film.
Yes, the real seller was that underfloor heating. They'd hoped it'd take the edge off Helena's pain when it was cold.
He said with underfloor heating, I will not have any issues with my pain. And his relative had the same injuries. And I feel so happy that I finally found someone who can understood what I'm going through.
And that's not all.
He's promised us many things.
When he showed up to their home with samples,
He promised that the flooring that he supplied was made in Europe. He told us it's waxed with Carnauba wax and it's not lacquered.
all up, the job, including installation, would cost $22,000. And Stephen asked the couple to make 2 payments up front. $8,000 for the underfloor heating and electrician services, another $8,000 for the timber flooring. Arthur says they agreed on a time frame of about 6 weeks.
It suited us because we were still painting the house.
That was mid-April. Several coats of paint later. Now it's August.
Yes, now it's August.
Stephen dropped off the boxes of flooring in good time, but Arthur and Helena were still waiting on the underfloor film, which needed to be installed first.
We asked Stephen what's happening with the carbon film, and we received a message from him that he is overseas.
Had he mentioned he was going overseas?
No, not at all.
Growing suspicious, they took a closer look at their boxes of flooring. Far from being from Europe, they showed the exact same specs as a product they could buy just up the road at a competitor's store. This one from Floorco. Sure, the label says European ash, but that's not where this flooring's made. Floorco says it's produced in China and is lacquered. It's also $40 less per square metre than what Stephen charged. Floorco's director confirmed to us that Stephen McEwen has been a customer of theirs and owes them thousands of dollars. And we've spoken to customers and contractors of Stephen's who aren't happy either, like the electrician he said would be signing off Arthur and Helena's underfloor heating. So the electrician says he has done jobs for Stephen in the past, but was left waiting months to get paid and found it really hard to get hold of him.
We wanted to talk to him in person because he was promising to return, and he was promising I'm returning at the end of this week.
But he didn't.
He was with his sick mother, but then he said to us that she was okay. He went to Italy. There were issues with his visa. Later on, he told us that his flights were cancelled. Insurance company had a different name on his tickets. So that there were many reasons.
Turns out you're not always covered when it comes to flooring.
There are a lot of cowboys out there, and I think you just need to really check in and make sure that whoever you're dealing with, you have an action or somewhere you can contact these people or recourse if there's issues.
Lisa of Flooring Extra says there's much more to flooring than meets the eye.
It is a lot more complex than just walking in and picking something off the shelf and saying, I like the look of this.
Especially in today's market, where the choices seem endless.
Often people will walk in and they're picking off colour without really understanding, the type of product that they're looking at. So whether it's a vinyl plank, a hybrid, an engineered timber or a laminate.
She says it takes time to find the right fit for a customer.
Understanding how someone lives in their home, what their requirements are of the flooring, the type of home that we're putting the flooring into. Are they wanting a product glued or are we using underlay? You're purchasing something that you're going to want to last for a period of time.
While Arthur and Helena just hope they're not left flawless forever.
We really regret now that we decided to go with Steven because it ended up disaster.
I don't know when it's gonna be finished or how it can be done. Maybe I will only finish the painting and we'll wait when we have more money to finish the floor.
They've written to Steven several times and asked for their money back. The latest promise is he'll refund them the first half on the 20th of this month and the second half once the flooring's picked up.
He's free to take the goods because the goods are here in the same place where he put them. We never touched them.
While we'd love to jet overseas, we tried to get hold of Steven the old-fashioned way.
The number you have called is not currently active or is invalid.
We asked his son if he could help. Hi, we're trying to get a hold of Steven at the moment.
Right, he's visiting his mum, his sick mum in the UK.
Yeah, do you have a contact number for him?
Yeah, sure, I get it for you.
Sadly, he was in a rush and couldn't talk.
I've got to go to work now.
Yeah, I've emailed him too, but he doesn't seem to have responded to...
I've got to go now.
Yeah, I just, one thing... And he didn't send that number. Whether Steven takes back his flooring or not, what he won't be regaining is this couple's trust.